All right. Welcome to Bitcoin Crypto News Online. Just want to kind of check this, make sure everything looks up and good. I think it is. Um, yeah, we're looking good. Also, I will look at the chat here, and if you have a comment or anything you want to chime in, I will try to make a few minutes for that today. We are going to talk about a lot of different subjects today. So we will talk about Bitcoin, what's happening right now with the market, price predictions. We'll look at altcoins, actually some good altcoins that you might want to keep an eye on, and market updates. So let me just check the stream here and we will get into that while I pull up the charts. We can see that we are at a 3 point almost $4 trillion market cap. So not upward market cap, but a downward market cap. You can see the chart there. We've been on this downhill slope where we were up last week, almost 3.8, kind of touching 3.9 as I recall, $1 trillion market cap. And that has been kind of going away. Also, people have been taking profit from Bitcoin and Ethereum, and somewhat XRP too. XRP has been doing a little bit better, but not stellar. None of the main players have been doing really stellar here. So I'm still trying to pull up the stream to see if I can comment to your any of your questions that you might have or comments. And I am pulling it up right now. All right. So Bitcoin at 94,000. We've been bouncing between low 90s up to, I think we did touch back a little above that over the last few days. I think we might see some increases this weekend, even though, when you look at the charts, they don't really paint that kind of picture. Yesterday we did look at a downward trend. This is the 24-hour. We did a little bit of up and then back down again, hitting these lows. Here's the 7-day, definitely kind of straight ahead. Tried to make a little bump up again when we hit that 100,000, and then we just have been dropping ever since. With lower lows after that. And now looks like the lows are a bit higher, but overall we are still in that cup and handle formation. This is not a great direction either because the lows are getting a little lower and lower. So not a great direction, to be honest, for the 1 month. The 3 month, again, we're starting to see this kind of a hump here, looking at potentially some bigger losses when I look at that chart right there. Here, it's still upward, and we could definitely see another spike. That the long term, as we go out, the long term is not looking as bad, but we will have to see if we're going to hit those all-time highs of 180,000 and up, which I think we are. I just think we are looking at a stalling. We want to look at our top coins here. Sorry about that. Let's go back and look at our top coins real briefly. So we got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, we've got XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, and then number 11 is Tron, which I've got an interesting article about Tron. Tron's actually seen more use case than Ethereum is right now on one level. Number 12, Avalanche, really hot coin. Sui, number 13. I totally expect to see those in the top 10 here within this market cycle this year. Chainlink, 16, or Toncoin, 15, followed by Chainlink, Shiba Inu, Stellar, Hydra, Polkadot, which has some really hot news with Polkadot. They are potentially in line to buy TikTok. So maybe a partnership with Mr. Wonderful, something like that, possible. So we'll see what happens with that. WealthCoin, Bitcoin Cash, Leo token, BitGet token, Uniswap, and Litecoin down at 27. Even though for the 24-hour it was up, we could see most of our top 20 coins are all in the red for the 12-hour and or for the 1 hour, but the 24-hour is a mixed bag. We did do a little bit of increases, but yeah, pretty red market overall. I think this weekend we may see an uptick. Let's hope for the best. I'm not positive. Again, you look at that 1 month, 3 month chart, and it's not looking really great. But when you swing out on the 3 month or the 1 year or the whole market, it is still looking like we have some good potential ahead of us. So, Satoshis, if you don't know, 100 million Satoshis equal one full Bitcoin. So stack those Satoshis. They are on sale right now. You can get over 1,000 Satoshis for $1 US. You can get 1,061 Satoshis. Our fear and greed, I think we would be calming down a little bit from, yes, there we are at 50. I didn't even look at this morning. You just kind of get a feel for it after a while. Sometimes it surprises you, but we're at 50. This is neutral. The market's very neutral right now. People are kind of sitting back. But while the retail market is sitting back, you and I, the commercial businesses, unfortunately, they're buying up the Bitcoin. They're purchasing it. And we will talk about that. A Glassnode tells us our volume here. You have the circulating supply. The Bitcoin circulating supply is here in the gold, where the brown or the black is the actual price. And we have a little bit of supply, so that is where they come up with sometimes they say that the Bitcoin supply is overbought, and sometimes they say the option market is overbought. So pay attention to what's overbought. Sometimes I probably maybe need to elaborate on that a little bit. Right now, today, I would say, yeah, maybe a little bit of circulating volume out there, but a lot of this is happening off grid, off of the retail markets. So these circulating coins are not affecting the price so much. All right. Then also we have, that's not what I meant to look at. That was Glassnode, by the way. The fear and greed was CoinGlass as well. Now our price prediction for the 5-day dropped down a little bit. We were up to 105,000 for a 5-day prediction based on the charts and the past records. We're looking at 104,000 possible within 5 days if we were to go in a 100% positive direction. So that's good. The 1 month is 118,000. The 3 month is 135,000. Another thing I noticed, if you go back several weeks, maybe a month, we would have a price prediction for the 5-day, and then we would have a higher price prediction or a lower price prediction sometimes for the 3 month than the 1 month. So the 1 month was a little higher than the 3 month. And that's that dip in the market that we usually see when we haven't hit the all-time high. We have a mid-cycle top, and I believe we are in the mid-cycle right now, or the beginning of the mid-cycle before we hit our all-time top. Not investing advice, we're just talking shop here. This is the coincodex.com prediction. So some of the headlines that are out there can be found on coinmarketcap.com. Of course, we use all sorts of sources. Crypto funding is rising right now. Private investors are putting more money into the market again. And this is a CoinMarketCap by Cryptopolitan News. And it's kind of showing us that, things are not all bleak. There is money going into the market. It's begun to increase after last year and since 2023. According to DeFi Llama, the December reveals a potential to hit some high marks. And here is one of their posts from the Satoshi Club. It's still far below 2021 levels, but recent increase shows private investors are putting more money into the market again. This is going to continue. We have so much positive bullish news. I'm sure you're all aware of that. You've been hearing it. These record levels of December are close to 2 billion, the highest since the end of 2022. So the things that are baked in this pie, the pie's not done, but there is a lot of ingredients to make this a really, really good pie. Okay. And I want my slice of the pie. So you have probably heard me say that I'm buying Bitcoin. I bought more Bitcoin yesterday, just a little bit, 2,500 bucks here or there. Not investing advice. I'm just giving you full disclosure. I also bought some. What did I buy? Avalanche, I think I bought, because I believe Avalanche has a good potential for. I'm not going to do a whole thing on Avalanche right now, but if you do look up information on Avalanche, you can see that it's a really good market and has a lot of potential. I think it could double or triple by the top of this next market when we see our altcoin season, which we've not been into altcoin season, in my opinion. So the survey revealed young, wealthier generations are increasingly looking beyond traditional stock market to build their wealth, driving demand for investment vehicles such as digital assets and gold. The report highlighted those between the age of 21 and 43 had a majority of their wealth in real estate and digital assets, accounting for 31% and 28%. So digital assets, that's 28%. So as these people move out of the market and look for areas of high growth, they're going to see Bitcoin, they're going to see altcoins, and they're going to put their money into this. Now that's just individuals as people, but the businesses and the states and the countries and the governments, different agencies and businesses, large institutional investors, equity firms, family offices, hedge funds, traditional money markets, publicly traded companies are diverting their supply cash into Bitcoin to build diversity within their returns. Now we look at BlackRock saying that people should go from, I believe it's a 1% investment to a 2% investment of cryptocurrency. ETFs, of course, is what they sell, Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're likely to see XRP and Solana added to that. Now, if you're a gambling person, you might see some opportunity there that when those go into the ETFs, there's a potential that their price could go up. Now, ETH did become an ETF, and we didn't see huge gains. We saw little gains. So that's something to keep in mind too. With Bitcoin, we did see the huge gains, but we got to remember the timing was the halvening, the presidential election, a lot of positive things geared and pointing right toward Bitcoin are likely what helped Bitcoin have this huge effect. All this stuff happening at once, but it's not done yet. As the president is sworn into office, as he is making his rounds, this is very positive for the Bitcoin crypto community in general. MicroStrategy, largest company of Bitcoin holder in the world with 447,470 Bitcoins worth $42.56 billion when Bitcoin was just over 95,000. So it's a little bit lower than that now. So he is leading the way and setting the example, and other companies want these type of gains. Now, he is risking things a little bit by being leveraged a little bit heavy. That could work against him if we have a black swan event, but he's made it through one cycle already, having done this for a good 4 years. His playbook is working, and hopefully it will. The U.S. Treasury potentially adopting Bitcoin or some sort of Bitcoin asset being held by the United States as a reserve. That is very possible that it could be a reserve. So this in turn causes countries like Russia, Hong Kong, Germany, Poland, and Brazil to have these discussions that they too would throw Bitcoin on their books in their treasuries or as a reserve. This stuff, no doubt, there's no doubt it's going to push the market up. $36 million worth of XRP is at risk of liquidation, according to coinpedia.org. Shandan Gupta tells us all about it right here. So what is happening here? It says they're struggling over the last few days with uncertainty. I think the coin is doing great. It's what, over $2 or something when we looked at it this morning, or over $1. That's amazing. But the fact is, oh, here it is, $2.36 at the time of this article, and they are over leveraged, is what they're showing here. You look at this exchange liquidation map right here, because of people buying in or people who are holding. This does show a risk of nearly $35.97 million worth of long positions. So people are betting that it'll go higher, 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 are looking at getting liquidated because of the stagnation of the market right now. So when this happens, that is actually going to suck all that money out of the market and cause a drop in the price. So there could be a buying opportunity if you want to buy in on XRP. I've kind of hesitated to buy it, and this is solidifying my hesitation to buy it. I've always had bad luck with XRP. This is the one coin I've really had some bad luck with. But if it does drop and go below that $2 limit there, this 31% drop, I could see myself buying in a little bit, you know, maybe 50 bucks worth or 100 bucks worth or something, just to see if I could double my money on that. So that's how fortunes are built, guys. $20 at a time. That's how fortunes are built. At least something that could be life-changing, you know, generational wealth that you could have. And, you know, my motto is never sell your Bitcoin. By the way, I am paying attention to the chat. So if you do leave a comment in the chat, I'm on the live chat right now watching it. I can respond to your questions or comments. So this is a rare opportunity to interact with me. Most of my live streams, I just, bam, get them out there and I'm done. So sometimes on Friday, I try to open up the live chat for a little bit. So here's your chance. Based on recent price prediction, if XRP fails to hold the neckline of the bearish pattern and closes the hourly candle below the 224 level, strong possibility the price could drop by 5% and go 212. And that could trigger the liquidation of millions of dollars worth of long positions, and then boom, we're going to see the price go down. So let's go take a look. That was $2.24 XRP. Yeah, looks like, let's see what we've hit for the day here. If you're an XRP person, I have had really bad luck with it, but you never know. Let's see what's going on here. Wow. Yeah, we're getting down there. Yeah. Not yet. Not yet. But definitely looking possible. So keep your eyes out. If you're looking for a potential entry point, that might be an opportunity for you once it drops below 224. So you can put a price indicator on your notification. If you've got CoinGecko account, you can do that, or if you've got a Coinbase account, you can do that. You can get a notification, and then you'll know when to go buy in. All right, Pudgy Penguin. I haven't talked much about this, but they are in the news a lot. They have got some incredible gains for their users. This is CoinMarketCap. Marketing Mustang inside Bitcoin's article, looks like, repeat. But this meme coin here, most meme coins have no value, no project, nothing really much going on for the most part. But Pudgy Penguins actually is going to be coming out with another coin for this NFT, non-fungible asset. And there is a lot of potential money to be made in this. This is what I call a gambling coin. Definitely not investing advice. I own none of these right now. I don't know that I'll be buying them, but there could be an opportunity here. So take a look at it and see what you think. Do your research on it. Look at more articles. Look at their white page. Go to their website. Go to like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and use those links to make sure you're going to the right website to get the right information. And but for right now, they're trading at 0.034965, which is a decline. So if that's still holding true right now, which I think it is, that is a huge decline and may be a good entry point for someone who wants to make a little money on this trade. So here you can see this consolidation right here. We are looking at a bull market. So if you're going to put in money that hurts, definitely, if you're not okay with losing all your money, be sure to put a stop loss in there. And a stop loss, every exchange has an instruction, a help page that shows you how to set up that stop loss, or you can buy trading software if you want to do this. I would say trading is a full-time job. I don't care what anybody says. I have tried 100 different programs for stock market, for Forex, for crypto. I don't care what anybody says. If you can't pay attention to your crypto 24/7, and that means middle of the night, get up and make a change on your trade, then you are going to play a losing game for the most part. Now, 3commas.com, they're not sponsoring the show, but I have used them in the past. I don't have any affiliation with them, so do your own due diligence, but I have used them. They have a trailing stop loss that is pretty nice, but this can actually help trail as a coin goes up. But a lot of times they have a 5-10% drop. So, where your stop loss is, what do? Let's say you buy in at we'll just say you buy in right now, right? You buy in at this 0.035, and at 0.07, you've doubled your money. If you put in a stop loss, what do you put it at? That's where you have to figure out and decide, because the market, you could put in a 5% stop loss, it sells your coin and immediately goes up 20-30%, or you could put a 10% stop loss, it drops 10%, 12%, and then immediately goes up 20-30% within a day or two. So this is a tough game. So you really have to watch it all the time. And if you have several coins, it can get very, very tough and confusing. But there is an opportunity here. It is something you might want to look at. They do have some actual projects going on within their coin and within this NFT program. So something to look at. Tron-based USDT transactions surpass Ethereum by 900%. Now, this is something I learned quite a while ago. CoinMarketCap is telling us about this article, Market Mustang by CFN, about just a half hour ago. A lot of times when you try to exchange one coin for another, and you can't use cash, but you need to use another coin to trade, Tron is the one to go to. The transaction fees are so much lower than Ethereum. If you've seen Ethereum, transaction fees are outrageous. So this might be something you want to look into. If you want to buy a coin and they will not let you trade that coin for cash, you've got to go on another exchange. Tron might be your coin. Sometimes you have to use Solana on the Solana network. Sometimes you have to, use this coin or that coin. But the Tron coin is a great coin to use. Tron-based transactions reach 900% more than Ethereum, with Tron processing 22 billion transfers compared to Ethereum's 2.6 billion. That's amazing. They've established themselves as a leader in stablecoin transfers, surpassing Ethereum during the November 2021 crypto rally. Ton-based USD is rapidly rising, becoming the third largest Tether version, challenging Solana's formal position as a stablecoin. So as Tether is being attacked by the U.S. government, maybe for the right reasons, I don't know, because nobody has really done a deep dive. I've seen some information that they do own a lot of assets and things like that, but because the U.S. is not able to look at their paperwork and their bookwork and all of that, and they're not living up to all the regulation that the U.S. Is slapping them in the face with, there is a chance too that we won't even be able to use it here in the U.S. So that attack on a stablecoin is causing people to pull money out. So right now, USDT Tether is losing U.S. customers, and they are using other coins for their transactions where they can't use cash because it's an exchange, a decentralized exchange or something like that. They have to use another coin. In the past, we've used Bitcoin and Ethereum, but Ethereum has just gotten so expensive that people will look to stable coins. They'll look to Tron and also this Ton coin, which is Telegram's version of their crypto coin. Very, very good emerging coin. Ton-based USDT gaining ground. The Ton blockchain is emerging as a new contender in the stablecoin market, launched less than a year ago. And even though it may not be a total stable coin, it's being used as a stable coin because it's stable enough to make a transfer when you need to make one. Third largest version of Tether replacing Solana. The shift signals a growing diversification in stablecoin platforms. So, Ethereum is not a stablecoin at all, but it's used as a coin to make a purchase for another coin. So that's really what it is. When they say stablecoin, it's not. So Ethereum's still the leader, but we have some challenges in this field. Babylon Labs brings new momentum to the Bitcoin ZK tech through a bridge to Cosmos chains. Now, if you want to find about Cosmos, there is a YouTuber, Cito with a C. He does. He's not a family-friendly station like mine all the time. Most of the time he is, but he does bring on guests. He does do clips where they are uncut and some unfamily-friendly words could be spoken on that. But Cito, I forget what it's called, but he's a YouTuber. He specializes in the Cosmos chain, and he's very knowledgeable. If you want to chase airdrops, that's a good channel to go to. I don't recommend airdrops for the working man. Again, this is kind of a full-time job. Takes a lot of work. There is some gambling to it. There's a huge learning curve, and it just isn't worth the work for me personally. Although I have had some good airdrops. So I like the airdrops that just happen because you're holding the coin, and that's all you got to do. But I have provided liquidity. I have done the airdrop chase. It's just so much work. But if you're a young person and you don't mind spending hours and hours on the computer every single day, that might be something you want to look up. Cito. I forget his YouTube channel, but it's with a C, and he's very knowledgeable. Babylon Labs here, according to FactFud, that's the only author that's mentioned here. Babylon Labs is a developer of the largest Bitcoin staking protocol. Now, I have looked into this. How do you make money with your Bitcoin without giving up control of your Bitcoin? Well, you can go to Unchained, unchained.com, and take a loan out. And that's a strategy. I'm not recommending it. I'm just telling you about it. It's something I'm looking into doing for buying some mining equipment. But right now, I don't know. The market's just a little too unstable, and the prices of mining machines are astronomical. And they're gouging right now because it's like during the gold rush, when a shovel should have cost 50 cents, they're charging $5 because everybody wants one because they want to get rich. So it's not really a great time to buy mining equipment for mining cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin at this time, in my opinion, for the most part. Are there projects that you could still get into and make some money? Yes. I did talk about the weather the weather app, and that's been doing pretty well. We've earned about $50 with it so far over the last month. So with that in mind, I'd say about $40 actually, $40. With that in mind, it would take me 10 months and I would pay for the unit. They have dropped in price the last time I checked, but they've probably gone up again with the market. So look at that and find out. But Jamie Crawley and Danny Nelson have put this article together on the momentum to Bitcoin ZK tech through bridge to Cosmos chains. And this is building a trust minimized bridge. And what this is going to do is allow staking on with your Bitcoin. Babylon Labs is building a trust minimized bridge to enhance the world's oldest blockchain, which is Bitcoin, with the Cosmos chain alongside Bitcoin developers of FIMA, I guess it's pronounced FIAMA. So BitVM2 will allow an Ethereum-style smart contract with Bitcoin. Developers like Babylon Labs and FAMA are aiming to unlock the deep wells of value stored in Bitcoin and other finance ecosystems. This will allow interoperability in the Bitcoin pool to be stocked, but the interoperability is a bridge with the Cosmos network. So Cosmos allows interoperability between different chains or different networks. So you've got Ethereum, you've got Bitcoin, you've got, Solana, you've got Sui, you've got all these different data networks that are separate from one another, where Cosmos, which is a token that you can buy, you can stake it on their website, you can stake it on Coinbase, you can stake it and earn interest as well. They are building these bridges left and right. Very, very big project. A lot of stuff going on. They work with the coin that I can't remember what it's called, but it's got the infinity sign, the 8 that's on its side. They work with them a lot in projects for this interoperability and this super processing that will allow us to go from coin to coin with a zero knowledge being added to it. That really helps give more privacy, and it helps people still be able to verify the parties and the information's accurate without really revealing the other personal information. So this is a great way of bridging assets from one blockchain to another blockchain and allowing the staking to take place with the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin secures these loans and this liquidity, and then these different projects would pay back liquidity, which you would be able to get from having your Bitcoin locked up. Now, the way this would be locked up in most cases, like with unchained.com, if you want to get a Bitcoin loan, you basically get a three-party wallet. So there's a third party that is supposed to be the arbitrator to make sure that everything's fair between the two parties. And then the party that you're dealing with, which in this case would be the staking or the Babylon network, and then the money that would be yours that you would get. So the staking funds would come to you, that would be you. And this arbitrator would make sure that those funds stay secure. So these networks like unchained.com and Babylon, they're not allowed to take your Bitcoin and loan it out so that it gets lost and then it's just gone, it's just missing. So for this situation, this third party would ensure, or this lockup mechanism would ensure that your Bitcoin doesn't get taken by them. And it's just a proof so that they can use it for collateral without actually taking it from you. So kind of a cool thing. Jamie Crawley here tells us about this article. It's a roll-up project. It says BitVM inspired plenty of excitement among developers. Building projects on Bitcoin include focusing to bridging to other networks, zero-knowledge roll-up, and then Citria, which is backed by Galaxy Digital, deployed a BitVM-based bridge to Bitcoin's testnet last September, designed to be compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, the smart contracts executing software that powers Ethereum protocol. So that could be part where the staking comes from. So we'll have to see how this all unrolls, but pretty exciting to see the possibility of staking with Bitcoin. All right, as we get into our last article, I am on the live chat. If you want to chat with me, now is your opportunity. If you have a question or anything or a comment, put it out there. I will respond to it, but you need to get on it quick. Let's do a quick look at the market reactions, analyzing the unemployment data and Fed policy. So we have seen here, and according to cryptomarketcap.com and CoinTurks News about a half hour ago, we are being told that the unemployment data and Fed policies could be affecting the market. Is that what happened when we didn't get the news that we're going to have another decrease in interest rate coming up for a while, maybe not till maybe March, April, May, possibly? The market has reacted negatively in the stock market, and Bitcoin seems to be following suit. So how big of an effect is this information? I think it has a little effect, because what's happened is so much of the Bitcoin market is now in the hands of the uneducated public. Bitcoin usually decoupled from the stock market because largely the people who were investing and trading and buying and selling Bitcoin, they know about decentralization. They appreciate the privacy and that factor, that part of Bitcoin that was there. Now that it becomes more mainstream, those things are going away. These people are just in Bitcoin for the money. That's it. They don't care about sovereignty. They don't care about fiat. They don't care that it's a scam. They may not even know it. They don't understand that this limited supply, what it really means. They don't understand that having your own wallet and your own keys, how valuable that is. They don't understand any of that. All they care is it makes money. So because of that, the sentiment of the Bitcoin market is following more mainstream. As that continues, Bitcoin will be affected by the market more than ever before. The Fed pivot is officially over. The letter here said, according to financial data sources, they hinted that the Fed possibly is slowing down. By November, the claims appear to be logical. December meeting seemed to validate it. Now the consensus of the Fed pivot is officially over. So the Federal Reserve shift in policy characterized by the rate cuts, that was great. Now we are in a tightening phase, or at least a horizontal phase. The fastest series of interest rate hikes in history happened, and then the cuts began, and now we're hitting the wall. So this situation remains negative for cryptocurrencies despite an increase in Bitcoin strength, even as DXY numbers have risen by 10%. So what are the expectations? According to this article, recent unemployment data is not looking too good. It has been down for the year over the last several years. Unemployment monthly payroll growth is down. The numbers are expected to stay down. We have average expectations approximately 92,000 with an average of 165,000 jobs created in the last 6 months, signals the highest 6-month average as the postponement of the Fed rate cuts. So I guess actually a little bit of an increase. So not all bad, but still kind of low over history. Despite being stronger than expected, stock markets plummeted after the employment report. But it's still a 10-year kind of low. The recent unemployment figures led to 10 basis point rise in the 10-year bond, making a 120-point increase since the inception of the Fed pivot. Powell described the scenario as one likely short-lived. So will they do more interest rate drops? We think they will after the first of the year. Since the Fed's 50 basis point cut, consumer inflation expectations have surged to their highest since 1980. So it is the retail market that is driving the negativity. But 2025 is expected to be extremely active, and next week's inflation data, if it falls short of expectations, could trigger an exciting surge in the cryptocurrency market. So basically, as a retail shopper, you don't want to see inflation. But as a Bitcoin holder, it actually does help Bitcoin to rise quicker. So that's what we've got, guys. I hope you enjoyed our updates and news. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thank you. We are out of here. Have a great weekend. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.